Welcome to another ICP update. I don't usually post daily ICP updates, but right now I think this is important. So basically, ICP has not invalidated the first wave move to the upside, unlike pretty much all of the other altcoins. And in my previous video, I gave you this trend line right here, which, to be honest with you, when I gave you this trend line, I was not really 100% sure that it mattered, but as you can see, we actually used the trend line to bounce after we got this low right here. And this could be the second wave. I mean, theoretically, the first wave move to the outside was not invalidated, which is good. It means the third wave right here is still possible. And honestly, ICP is looking very, very strong. I mean, even though we went below the 0.786 level right here, things are looking way more bullish than on the other altcoins. I've got to be honest with you. And this trend line somehow ended up being very, very important. So yeah, this is very nice to see. Now, of course, ICP could always drop more. And if we drop below this level right here, let's say below $5.81, then we'll get another low in the second wave right here and in the C wave, and we will pretty much invalidate this first wave move to the upside, and we'll have to start over again, which means, I mean, that's probably going to take another 2 to 3 weeks. So you might be looking at some very boring price action if we get another low. But if we don't and we reverse right now, I mean, the target zone that I have right here is still accurate because, like I said, we did not get invalidated. So the third wave could go between $17 and let's say $19, but it could go higher, obviously, because ICP is looking strong right now. Now, obviously, this is the third wave of only the first wave move to the upside, and that first wave move is only the first wave of this main third wave right here. So yeah, there's a lot ICP needs to do. It needs to prove itself. I mean, right now it looks good, but we still need a break above $21 to confirm that we actually bottomed in the second wave right here, and we need to go there in 5 waves. And the fifth wave right here needs to get above that, like I said in my previous videos. And I mean, the daily RSI looks pretty good right now. It's almost oversold, which is a good sign because it means we might be close to a bottom, or maybe we even bottomed. So yeah, as you can see on the daily RSI, at least we have not gone to the oversold territory that many times. And whenever we did it, I actually have this on the chart. Whenever we went oversold, the price did something major. Like for example, here, the first time, we went up 200% in 47 days. Here, we went up 82%, 60%, 60%, 30%, 135%, 36%. And the best example is this. After we bottomed in the bear market, hopefully, we went up 600% after we went oversold on the daily RSI. So obviously we could get another low because as you can see here, for example, we also went oversold on the RSI and we did not really manage to do anything after that. I mean, of course, the price went up 88% in 17 days, but that was not enough to prove that the low was in. So maybe we'll go a bit lower. I mean, the RSI did go to the oversold territory on the daily. It just did not close there. So it could have bottomed, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. And let's check out the weekly as well. So currently we are still below the yellow line on the RSI on the weekly, which is, I mean, it's to be expected. And to confirm that we will go higher, we actually need a break above this trend line right here, which goes very well with the yellow line of the RSI. So right now, we pretty much need to get above, let's say, an RSI of 45 on the weekly to confirm that something more bullish is happening. And currently, the RSI is at like 41, so there's not that much until 45. So maybe we'll get that pump. I can't confirm that because, I mean, Bitcoin could drop at any moment. I mean, the weekly on the Bitcoin chart is not oversold. And I mean, it could go to the oversold territory, but that would pretty much put Bitcoin at like 30K. So we do not really want to see that, especially if we want to continue the bull market and get to new all-time highs. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. I'm mentioning Bitcoin because Bitcoin is very important. Whenever Bitcoin goes down, the altcoins tend to go down with it. So this is very important. And right now, you pretty much need to see what Bitcoin is doing. I mean, Bitcoin, maybe it bottomed in the fourth wave right here, and maybe we are actually in the fifth wave move to the upside. That could always be the case, but you never know. I mean, we can always get a bigger crash. But don't forget, Bitcoin is oversold on the daily RSI, so this also might be a sign that we bottomed, but you know, it's not a confirmation until we actually see something. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that we managed to not break the low of the first wave right here, and we actually held the trend line. So that's very, very good. And just to remind you where we are currently at in the cycle, I believe we topped in a first wave move to the upside right here, and we went up in 5 waves. And now we're in an ABC structure, a large ABC structure, and maybe we bottomed right here, but like I said, I cannot confirm that right now. And I'm expecting ICP to get to at least $43 in the main third wave, if it actually manages to get a third wave. And ideally, I mean, it could go to like maybe this extension right here, the 0.618 in the third wave, before getting a fourth and a fifth wave to finish the cycle somewhere between, let's say, $86, which is the previous all-time high right here. And no, I'm not taking this right here. This was just market manipulation. And the 1.618 level at about $139. So it could theoretically get to $139. I'm not saying that it will happen. This is not financial advice. I always say that you should do your own research, but a good target zone, at least right now, that we need to watch is the 2.272 right here, which, by the way, let me explain how I got this. So I took the low and the high of the first wave, and the minimum target of the third wave, in my opinion, is the 2.272 Fibonacci retracement of the low right here and the high. If it goes below that and maybe to the 0.382 extension, that's not really going to be bullish. Now, let me actually put the 50% extension on the chart as well. Maybe we will use it. I mean, the 50% extension is literally where the 2.272 extension is. So you can expect this right here to be very difficult to get through. And yeah, we'll see if we actually get the third wave. If we do, like I said, we need 5 waves up right here to form a first wave move up. Then after we form that first wave move up, I will be able to give you support levels for a second wave and also third wave targets. So let's hope we get the first wave, but I mean, we cannot hope for anything in crypto because, as you know, crypto is very volatile and yeah, this is a high risk asset. I cannot lie, this is high risk, but yeah, if you invested in this, I mean, it's pretty much your fault. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean, if anything bad happens to the price, when you did this to yourself, you should have done more research. And it's not your fault that the price went down, obviously. And if it does get invalidated, I mean, the first wave will literally get invalidated at about the $2.82 level. So I don't see it get invalidated, to be honest with you. We could drop a lot more. I mean, we could even drop to like the $4 level. And that, in my opinion, would still be okay because we are not, I mean, we are very, very far away from the low right here. So yeah, I don't see it getting invalidated unless Bitcoin gets to like 25K or maybe 30K. Yeah, I just cannot see that happen, to be honest with you. Also, I was asked to pretty much explain why we did this right here when the coin was launched. And well, if you look at the market cap, so many people look at the price and not the market cap. If you actually look at the market cap, you'll see that the market cap was actually only at 53 billion when the coin was launched, but the price was at like $400. So that's why I don't really want to take this as the all-time high because FTX, in my opinion, played a role into this. So yeah, that's why I don't want to take this as the all-time high because I believe FTX played a role in this huge crash that we got. And that's why I want to take this right here as the all-time high. But obviously, you could also take this market cap right here of $12 billion as the actual all-time high. And if you look at it that way, I mean, we got to a $9 billion market cap very recently, like 5 months ago. So there is a big chance that we break about this high. And once we break about this high, then yeah, it's not going to be I'm not going to say easy move to the upside, but it's going to be much easier for the price to go up after we get above the, let's say, this high right here, and then this high and this high. And if we get above this high right here, then yeah, you can expect the price to get to the 1.618 level, or maybe even the 2.618 at $223 if things are somehow more bullish. So we'll see what happens. I will make sure to update you on the situation. And if you want access to my TradingView charts, Gold Patreons have access to all of the charts that we cover on the channel. So yeah, and we also offer personal altcoin analysis to gold members. So if you want us to cover a specific altcoin, for example, XRP, I know this is your favorite altcoin. If you want us to cover this one, you can become a gold Patreon, and yeah, we'll do that for you. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next one.